Howdy folks, welcome back to Dave's Old Iron. We're not working with old iron really today. So what have I been up to? Well, let's start off with the basics. Today is Tuesday the 7th of January 2025. It is about 35 degrees today out here. It is rather cool, at least the wind isn't blowing right now. The snow's not falling out of the sky and it's not raining. We have had a ton of snow up in the mountains. We've had a lot of rain down here in the valley. So things been kind of muddy, and with the wind blowing, I haven't been outside doing much of anything. In fact, the shop even had snow in it from the last time the wind was blowing and it did snow. So what I'm doing today is I'm out here trying to cut up this IBC tote bladder because it's here in the show area. We're trying to get things cleaned up and ready to go for the show. In fact, I just had my two neighbors, Paul and Callie, stop by, and they were asking me about the show, and they're looking forward to it. And Paul's going to help spread the word to tractor people and that sort of thing about the show that's coming up in May the 17th. So on we go from here. But before we get any further into today's video on things I've been doing, here's your first one for 2025. Say, did you hear about the Avon lady that was having troubles walking? Yeah, she was walking really badly. They finally found out why. It's because her lips stick. Oh, that's a bad one. Now, my friends Paul and Callie, they are not only going to spread the word, but Paul will probably be here with one of his tractors, either a John Deere D or a Case D or an Oliver or something. Yeah, he's usually had one or two here to play with every year. And Callie, his wife, she might be doing another flea market space. We'll have to wait and see, but you never know. And speaking of that, we have two confirmed flea market spaces that have already paid for their slots. And I even have a fellow lined up that is going to do some cooking for us. Now, we'll have a little bit more of an idea on the menu as we get a little closer to the 17th of May for what he's going to make for us. Not only am I incredibly excited about the upcoming show in May, I'm also looking at the willow tree down here by the duck pond. There's green in that bark. And that tells me that for the first part of January, we have had a very, very mild winter this year, or else this thing still wouldn't be starting to green up already. And by golly, it even has some little buds showing up on some of the limbs. Yeah, the weather has been just a little bit on the horrid side to be getting anything done out here around the farm. And I haven't been working with any old iron, although I have been collecting some parts and pieces. And just so that you don't think I have forgotten about what the old iron channel is about, I have picked up some new tie rod ends for the little Super A. If you recall, this little center steering shaft is all buggered up. It's been broken. It's been welded, as you can see there, cobbled together with a piece of steel. So I have a new one of those as well. And originally, I think this tractor came with the barrel style ends on the tie rods that went on a ball stud on there on the ends. Well, I'm changing it over to the this style that's already on it, and I even have some new steering arms here for the steering knuckles. So yeah, we've got all new parts for the front end of the little Super 8. I've even picked up a drawbar support loop for the swinging drawbar and the little brackets that bolt on up here on both sides of the rear axle. Now, even though I have the swinging drawbar for this tractor, I don't have any cultivators for it or anything like that. The decision hasn't been finalized yet on what I'm actually going to do with this tractor. If I'm going to use it for garden cultivating purposes only, or am I going to put a single point fast hitch deal on here and have the implements to go with it and still do the same job. Or if I'm going to leave this as a cultivating tractor, then I need to get the 2-point fast hitch stuff for the Super C, which will probably be restored before this one. You know something? As a kid, I think I ate way too many Rice Krispie breakfast cereals. Yeah, because now all my body wants to do is snap, crackle, and pop. Oh, ow. Even though I joke about it, my age doesn't bother me. It's just the dadgum painful side effects. Yeah. Looks like we've got some snow clouds starting to come in and give us some shade here all of a sudden. And it's cooling off and my hands are starting to get numb, so I think I'm going to go in. But an update on some more of the old iron around the farm. I have a wiring harness for this Oliver 70. We're going to keep it an original 6-volt system. So I've got the wiring for that. We're going to pull the generator off of it, send it in, get it checked out, same with the starter, and put some new points and condensers and stuff in the distributor. And this old girl should be ready to go for the show. We're not going to fix it up or anything. We're just going to leave it like it is. Maybe put some wax or linseed oil or something on it just to help preserve it in the patina that it's already got. And speaking of wiring for the Oliver 70 sitting right here behind me, I've even got a new 12-volt alternator kit and wiring lined up for the Alice Chalmers D14 that's in the barn. We might get to that in time this year, although that tractor has a bum right rear drop axle. I don't know if there's a bearing bad in it or gears are bad or a combination of which. We're going to have to take that apart and see what's going on there. But that's going to be in a back burner if I can't get everything done that we need to do here for the show on May 17th. Now that Christmas is over, I can tell you that I've had a lot of people tell me I'm difficult to shop for. Evidently, they don't know where to find old tractors and all the implements to go with them. Well, that's going to do it for today's little short video. My hands are getting cold and hurting already because they're cold and tingly. And I will be more than happy to keep you up to date on my YouTube channel here, Dave's Old Iron, on what's going on with the Nelson Creek Farm Vintage Ag Day and Spring Fling that's going to be held here on the 17th of May of this year. So if you're in the area, make sure you stop by and say howdy and check out what's going on. And anybody wants to bring anything for either the flea market or arts and crafts show, go right ahead. Or bring in an old tractor and a plow or something and come on out and have a little bit of fun stirring some dirt. Anyway, I'm Dave. We'll catch up with you later. Y'all behave now. Bye-bye, and don't buy bonds because they're not selling them anymore, I don't think. Anyway, we'll catch up with you later. Bye-bye for now.